Welcome back to another Madden 21 rebuild I have for you guys here today. Today it's going to be a realistic rebuild of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now this team isn't great, but they do have a bunch of good young players on it, so I think this rebuild can be quite enjoyable. But let's just go ahead and start talking about the team. We have a 78 overall, 80 offense, 76 defense. Of course, at quarterback, we have Gardner Minshew. He's a 71. He's really not good. He's going to be starting for the rest of this season, though. He will likely not be the starter next year because I do plan on drafting a quarterback. Whether it be Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence, depending on if the Jets can win a couple games, I don't think that's going to happen, though. But yeah, we have Gardner Minshew for now. He's not going to be here long term. But of course, he's great. He's a meme. Everyone loves Gardner Minshew. I like him. Seems like a good dude. I don't know. We have James Robinson, though, at running back. He's been a surprisingly good rookie. He's a good example of the whole, like, running backs don't matter, so don't draft them highly argument. Because he was an undrafted free agent, and he is producing very well. He's an 82 overall. Normal development only, but I hope that can go up after this season, because he certainly deserves to have more than normal development at this point. DJ Chark, Laviska Shenault, Chris Conley, Keelan Cole are the receivers. Colin Johnson's also here. D.D. Westbrook should be on the roster as well. I think he's just injured right now. And then the offensive line, we have Brandon Linder. Andrew Norwell will be here next year. Jawan Taylor's still very young. Cam Robinson's not terrible. He normally plays really badly in Madden, though, so I don't really expect him to progress all that much. Tyler Eifert, James O'Shaughnessy, the top two tight ends. And then on the defensive side, it gets pretty good on this side of the ball, honestly. We have CJ Henderson, whose development I already know, unless they changed it, but he's a rookie out of Florida, 77 overall, of course, a ton of potential. Miles Jack has superstar development. Joe Schobert has star development, but that'll probably go up at some point. We have a good group of linebackers here. Joe Schobert, Miles Jack will probably be on the team the entire time. I could even develop Quincy Williams. I'm sure I could, or maybe I can just draft somebody. I don't know just yet. The safeties aren't fantastic. Maybe we can replace some of these guys in the draft. The defensive line, also, we are missing Josh Allen. Maybe he's injured as well, but we will get him back next season for sure. Caleb Von Chason is down here. I kind of want to get him involved a little bit. Maybe he can play this next season. Sidney Jones isn't too bad as a number 2 corner. Trey Herndon's actually not too bad either. But yeah, that's the team. They're very young, though, so I think they're going to develop quite well after this season, but hopefully we can lose out. That would actually be massive. But really quickly, if you guys end up enjoying this video, it would mean a lot to me if you could hit that like button down below. And also, if you're not already subscribed and you like watching Madden 21 franchise content, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button while you're down there as well. So let's go ahead, import the draft class, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. All right, so I'm pretty certain we're not going to be able to get Trevor Lawrence now just because we won in week 17. We finished 2-14. I'm sure the Jets finished worse than we did. Gardner Minshew had 2,500 yards, 17 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Of course, all these guys got some playing time this season. But James Robinson had 1,253 rushing yards, 4.6 yards per carry, and 10 touchdowns. He was a great rookie. I'm really hoping he can go up to star development. I'm going to make a genuine effort to develop him. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but I will do my best to see if we can get him near the 90s maybe by the end of this rebuild. But DJ Chark, 747 yards, 5 touchdowns. Definitely this team's best receiver. The blocking was fantastic. I don't really know if those numbers are totally accurate, though. Joe Schobert, 134 tackles, leads the team. We have 7 tackles for loss for Dwayne Smoot. And then sacks, we have 6 for him as well. Interceptions, I saw someone with 2, but Sidney Jones has 5. Does he really have that many in real life right now? Huh. Of course, he's a former Eagle. Hopefully he does well on the Jaguars. I mean, I like Sidney Jones. Joe Schobert and CJ Henderson each have 2. 1 for Trey Herndon, Daniel Thomas, Miles Jack, Andrew Wingard, Josh Jones, and Gerard Wilson. Also, Andrew Wingard's not too bad. He's still very young as well, so we can probably develop him quite easily. But let's go ahead, head all the way to the Super Bowl, where it's probably going to be like the Chiefs and the Saints, if I had to take a guess. It is the Browns and the Saints. I also forgot to go over the awards. I'll do that after I simulate here, but the Browns are most likely going to win. And they do, 35-32. All right, let's go over these awards. I completely forgot this. 28th in the NFL on offense. Defensively, probably around the same area. Yeah, 30th on defense. MVP is Patrick Mahomes of the 15-1 Kansas City Chiefs. They win completely out to close out the season there. That's pretty cool. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, of course, is Patty Mahomes. Defensive Player of the Year is TJ Watt. Hang on a second. I see Tyreek Hill down here. You don't normally see a receiver on these lists. That's really cool. I need to see what he did then. TJ Watt, though, Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Justin Herbert. James Robinson at number 2, though. If Justin Herbert wasn't a quarterback, James Robinson for sure would have won that. That's upsetting. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Patrick Queen. CJ Henderson, though, at number 3. And no other Jaguars on that list. But let's check out what Tyreek Hill did. I'm very intrigued because you normally don't see receivers on those lists. He had 22 receiving touchdowns, 1,435 yards. Also, Travis Kelce, 1,400 yards. What did Patrick Mahomes end with? 5,000 yards, 45 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Good Lord. Okay. And they did not win the Super Bowl. That is very sad. So, we can go over development trait upgrades. I should probably do that before I bring back some players, because Sidney Jones is actually up in development trait. I should have brought him back before he went up, because he's probably going to want more money now. Whatever, it's fine. James Robinson, are you up in development trait? You are up to star. That's fantastic. We should have the roster back as well. So yeah, we have D.D. Westbrook now back in the lineup. Andrew Norwell is here. As well. I don't think anyone else on the offense, though, is up in development trait. But then you head over to the defense. Miles Jack is up to Superstar X Factor. CJ Henderson is a Superstar. Josh Allen, Superstar. And then Sidney Jones is up. Okay, sweet. We have a pretty good-looking team now. At least a pretty good foundation, I should say. Because the overall still not great, but I definitely think this team can win some games this next season, depending on how well we draft. But Sidney Jones, I want back on the team, that's for sure. Keelan Cole, I don't really care too much about. D.D. Westbrook, I'm going to let go of as well. Trey Herndon isn't too bad, but I think we can potentially get a new cornerback. I want to check out free agency first. Cam Robinson isn't bad, but he doesn't normally play well in simulation. I might check out free agency first, just to see if there's a better tackle. Also, it's incredibly windy outside, so I apologize if you can hear that behind me. And Sidney Jones wants to play for a new team next year. I'm going to franchise tag you, just because I don't want to get into a bidding war for Sidney Jones, and I want him back on the team. Let's just hop into free agency then. We should have a lot of money to spend. We don't have an expensive quarterback. That's usually what takes up most of the cap hit for your team. Drew Brees ended up retiring. I didn't mean to click on that, but I managed to see that one. $75 million. Okay, so Juju Smith-Schuster is available. He'd be pretty interesting. We don't really need him, though. I like DJ Chark. I like Laviska Shenault. I think both those guys can develop super well. Desmond King would be okay on this team, but I don't really think we need him either. Marcus Williams would be pretty good, actually. But like I said, Wingard's not that bad. He is down to a 69, though. I don't know if I really want to start him. I don't want Gerard Wilson on the team anymore. I can tell you that much. Carl Joseph isn't that bad. He's getting an offer, though. I might go after, not Earl Thomas. I might go after Marcus Williams, because I think he'd help out quite a bit. 98 total points is good enough for second. Let's just raise that a little bit more. Let's try to go into the hundreds. 103. That's enough to be in first. Okay, if we get Marcus Williams, we get him. That's fine. I still do need a tackle, that's for sure. Cam Robinson is not getting any offers. Might as well give him a contract here. If we can save some money, that would be fantastic. 62 total points. I'm perfectly fine offering that. And I don't really think there's too much more that I want, so I think we're good to just simulate by here. I also forgot to change the experience sliders. My bad. Hopefully that didn't hinder the progression too much here. Marcus Williams accepted the contract. That's great to see there. We did not get Cam Robinson. I raised his contract, but I guess a team swooped in at the end to snag him. In the draft, we have the second overall pick. Of course, the Jets are going to be selecting first. If they somehow don't take Trevor Lawrence, I certainly will, but there's no way they don't. Okay, they're going to take Trevor Lawrence. We're going to go ahead and take Justin Fields. There are a bunch of really good quarterbacks in this class, but we will go with Justin Fields out of Ohio State. He's a 77 with hidden, ranked number 3. Took him at number 2. He's fantastic. He has a really good development trait as well. He can also move super well. 86 speed, 88 acceleration, 91 agility. Great throwing stats. He's a big improvement over Gardner Minshew. Now, we have another first-round draft pick. I kind of want to take a cornerback if there are any available. Tyson Campbell's probably the next best cornerback. Paulson Adebo also isn't too bad. Maybe we can land him in the second round or something. I don't think I'm going to go that direction then. I think I might go with a tackle, because we did not get back Cam Robinson. Alex Leatherwood could be a pretty good option there. Unless there's a better like interior O-lineman or something I could target. Rashawn Slater, early second round talent. No, I think Leatherwood is going to be better, so welcome to the team here. He's a 72 with normal. I'm fine with that draft pick, though. He is going to be this team's franchise left tackle, hopefully. Slater was also a 72, so I guess it didn't really matter who we selected there. I could still get Trey Lance. I could still get Travis Etienne. Okay, interesting. I don't think I'm going to get any kind of receiver. I don't really think we need one. Could potentially go with another pass rusher, but I kind of want Kayvon Chaisson to start, but that guy's actually pretty good. We had him in my Jalen Hurts career mode, and he actually played super well in that. Kayvon Chaisson isn't that high of an overall, so I might go with that outside linebacker. Joseph Osai, I really don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize. I most likely butchered it. I'm going to take him. He looks like a pretty good prospect. If he has hidden, he's going to most likely play. He does have hidden. He's a 73 overall. Maybe he can rotate with Kayvon Chaisson, because he looks really good. He certainly needs to start. He's already better than Chaisson. And I know they just used a first-round draft pick on him, but if we can rotate them together, I think we can still get a good bit of value out of both of them. Now I think I'm going to go with a cornerback if he's available. Paulson Adebo is still here. That worked out really well then. Welcome to the team. 71 overall, normal development trait. Not the best pick I could have made, probably, but he's not too bad. He's going to be this team's third cornerback, and hopefully he can develop here underneath Sidney Jones and CJ Henderson. Why is Trey Lance, like, still here? That makes no sense. We should probably get some kind of a safety. Caden Stearns, late third-round talent, or Trayvon Morig, early second-round talent. I think this choice is very obvious. 72 overall, hidden development trait for the strong safety. Okay, I think he's going to play. Oh, he has terrible play recognition, but incredible acceleration, Good speed and good zone coverage there for a rookie. Okay, that's a great draft pick. He's going to be starting at strong safety. I'm going to go with another tackle. This one's kind of a blind selection, but I think I'm going to be taking Tyler Vrabel. Please be something. He's a 63. He's terrible. The scout didn't do a great job, you know, scouting depth tackles. I'm just going to go to the end of the draft. There really is no point of me taking any more of the selections. I could have traded the 4th round draft pick away, and I think we had another 4th. I could have traded that one away as well. I probably should have in retrospect, but if we could have gotten like a starting caliber tackle, I would have been fine with that as well. But I think this draft went super well. Of course, we have a franchise caliber quarterback. We have a new left tackle. We have a new outside linebacker who's going to be a defensive end. We also have Paulson Adebo, who can potentially develop into this team's number 3 cornerback. And then we do have a new starting strong safety. So we have a bunch of starters on this team. I'm really excited to get into this next season. I think these guys are all going to develop really well. We have a bunch of good development traits as well, which is, you know, always fantastic. But after we selected, Penei Sewell went to the Bengals. Micah Parsons went to the Panthers. Gregory Rousseau to the Falcons. Patrick Surtain to the Chargers. Jamar Chase going to the Cowboys. I don't know why they still always take a wide receiver. They really don't need anymore. Jalen Waddle going to the Lions. That's a really cool draft pick for them. They could potentially use another receiver, especially one as fast as Jalen Waddle. Kenny Golladay, Marvin Jones have a pretty good compliment there. Kyle Pitts goes to the Dolphins. Him and Mike Gesicki on the same team would be gross. And then Caleb Farley going to the Eagles. Okay. I'd be fine with that draft pick as well. I want the Eagles to either get a receiver or a cornerback here. But let's go through and potentially cut some players because I think we can free up some cap at the moment. I actually only cut one player, and it was Gerard Wilson. Because, like, this team is not that expensive. We really don't need to clear up that much cap. I'm hoping this team can at least perform this next season, and just specifically, I'm hoping a lot of these younger players can develop well. Maybe we throw Gardner Minshew on the trade block? We might as well, right? Because then we could potentially get a draft pick for him. Maybe like a 3rd or a 4th round draft pick. That would be pretty cool. But this is essentially going to be the team for this next season. Of course, we have Justin Fields now on the offense. I'm expecting big things from him. I really hope James Robinson can have a good season. I really want him to go up in development again. But at the bare minimum, I want him to be like a usable running back. If we can actually develop him, I think that would be a success. The receiving core looks a bit depleted just because we don't have a solid number 3, but I think DJ Chark and Laviska Shenault should be plenty for Justin Fields, you know, to target. The offensive line looks pretty decent. I guess it got a little bit worse because overall wise, Alex Leatherwood is worse than Cam Robinson. Tyler Eifert though is still the tight end. I need to move Osai down to right end. I really don't know how to pronounce his last name. I apologize. I am horrible when it comes to names, so hopefully I'm at least not butchering it too badly. I'm probably just gonna refer to him as Joseph Osai for the rest of this video. I guess let me know in the comments if I'm even close. But he's gonna move down to defensive end. He's going to be the starting right end. Josh Allen is going to be the starting left end. And then, of course, we have Morrig starting at strong safety. He should be fine over there. I'm not going to have Wingard start. I thought about it, but he's a 69 overall. I'd rather have Marcus Williams at this point. CJ Henderson has that superstar development, though. He's going to be very good for the next couple seasons. Miles Jack has superstar X Factor. He's going to be excellent as well. So that's the team. I don't really expect big things from this team, but I do expect like 5 or 6 wins. So at least a pretty good improvement. Okay, so the team is actually above 500. We are 4-3. So we definitely have a shot of making the playoffs. In second place in the AFC South, 5-3 for the Texans, 2-5 for the Titans, 1-6 for the Colts. The Colts are definitely struggling down there. Justin Fields has superstar development, though, if you guys did not already know that one. James Robinson up to an 84. Okay, not progressing too badly. Also, no one wants Gardner Minshew. I kind of want to get rid of him, but I don't know if I really want to manually trade him. I could potentially get like a 3rd round draft pick. Maybe next year we can try to get that to go through. But then on the defense, the strong safety has star development. The defensive end also star development. He's up to a 77 though with that experience points. It seems like he's playing pretty well. But yeah, the team's playing a lot better than I expected them to. Now we have to take on the Seattle Seahawks. That's going to be very difficult. DJ Chark, though, has to come back to the team. I certainly want him back. Sidney Jones, of course, we franchise tagged him. I do want him back as well. Taven Bryan's not too bad, but I think we can replace him pretty easily. We can replace a lot of those guys very easily. So I'm just going to get back DJ Chark and Sidney Jones before the season is over. We did not end up making the playoffs. How did we do? We finished 5-11, man. This team had one more win after the midseason mark. Okay, Justin Fields was not good. Maybe the receivers are holding him back. But 3,700 yards, 18 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. He was awful. Was James Robinson all right? Okay, James Robinson wasn't that bad. 4.6 yards per carry, 4 touchdowns. What happened? Laviska Shenault was pretty good, but I'm guessing maybe the receiving options just were not good. I guess we should get a different receiver. I thought that Laviska Shenault and DJ Chark would be fine, but I guess not. The offensive line doesn't seem terrible. 126 tackles here for Miles Jack. We have 20 tackles for loss for Josh Allen. 16 for Osai as well. Those guys both played super well. Only 4 sacks for Joe Schobert, and he leads the team. That's interesting. Interceptions, we have 2 for Joe Schobert, Miles Jack, and Paulson Adebo. 1 for Josh Allen, Quincy Williams, Sidney Jones, Leon Jacobs, Marcus Williams, and Josiah Scott. Somehow we were not last on offense. I really thought we would be. But then defensively, we were 15th. Kyler Murray is going to win MVP. Okay. Nobody from the Jaguars. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Ryan Tannehill. Nobody from the Jaguars. Defensive Player of the Year is Jerome Baker. We do have Miles Jack, though, at number 5. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Trevor Lawrence, who beats out Justin Fields. That's fine. I think Justin Fields is going to bounce back. Rakeem Boyd at number 8. Defensive Rookie of the Year. We have Osai, and we have a Debo on the list. Morig is also there. Okay. Also Moon, the 67 overall. I don't even know who that is. But whatever. This season didn't go too well, but I didn't really expect it to. We still did better than last year, so I guess it's an improvement. Let's go to the Super Bowl, and then I'll be sure to spend my coach experience and scout and all that good stuff. I actually would like to wait to get the running back training boost before I spend my coach experience, but the Packers and the Browns are in the Super Bowl. Let's see if the Browns can go back-to-back. They can, 35-28. Now let's go over these development trait upgrades. I don't expect anybody on the offense to really be up in development traits, and that's exactly what happened, but James Robinson's up to an 85. Okay, not doing too badly. And then on the defensive side, we have Leon Jacobs up in development trait. I guess that's pretty cool, and I don't believe anybody else is, which is fine. The team is not in a good spot, like, morale-wise, but I don't think they're that far out of, like, a playoff spot. Even though we just went 5-11, I think a couple fixes, and we could be in the playoffs pretty shortly. But I do just want to move on from like all of these players. I don't really want anyone there. I think we can replace all those guys in free agency. I mean, Leon Jacobs did just go up in development trait, but it's super easy to get a decent outside linebacker. Let's go ahead and spend some money. We have $67 million. Devonte Adams is the top free agent. Oh, he would help out our wide receiver struggles immensely. Yeah, you're going to come onto the team for sure. Now, I feel like I always go after Fred Warner, but he would help, like, a lot on this team as well. He could play outside linebacker and be super good. I don't know if I'm going to go after him, though, man. I really don't. Now, I'm fully aware that he would be really good on this team. I'm not going to give him a really serious contract. I'll still go after him. If he accepts this contract, then it was just meant to be. But if he doesn't, that's fine. There's probably going to be a decent linebacker in this draft I could most likely snag. There actually is a pretty good-looking linebacker, so I shouldn't have any trouble getting him. We got Devonte Adams, and we got Trey Turner. Okay, Trey Turner's going to help out the offensive line. Dude, the offense just got so much better with the addition of those 2 players, but Devonte Adams was such a good signing. I'm so glad he was in free agency. Okay, so we got David Njoku on the team. He's going to be this team's new #1 tight end. We also got Orlando Brown. He's going to be the team's new left tackle, and then I think Leatherwood is going to slide to right tackle. We have the 3rd overall pick here in the draft, and I know exactly who I want with that selection. Also, this interior D-line class is insane, specifically defensive tackles. The defensive tackle class this year is incredible. There's a 74 overall D tackle off the board now, and then a 69 overall left guard. Okay, so I think with this draft pick, I'm going to go with a middle linebacker. I'm a little bit hesitant to actually go ahead and take this linebacker, honestly, just because I think Fred Warner might be a free agent. I'm pretty sure nobody signed him, and I don't think his position changed at all, because he never accepted my contract, and also, like, he's not here at middle linebacker. I think I might still take this middle linebacker regardless, because maybe this guy could eventually start over Joe Schobert, since he hasn't gone up in development trait yet. Let me just give you guys a quick rundown of the defensive tackles. There are 5 defensive tackles supposed to go in the 1st round. This guy looks pretty good, a 2nd round talent, a 1st round talent, a 2nd round talent again. I didn't scout many of these people all the way down here, but still, there are so many good defensive tackles. Regardless, though, we are going to take this middle linebacker, Nick Thornton. He looks really good. He's a 76 overall with that hidden development trait. All right, 87 speed, 90 acceleration, 88 hit power, 77 awareness. 63 zone coverage isn't fantastic, but he has a coverage linebacker style, so I guess that's fine. He can either play outside linebacker or he could stay at middle. If Fred Warner is in free agency, I think I'm going to sign him, though, just because that's going to be hilarious to see a 96 overall middle linebacker just chilling in free agency. In the 2nd round, I'm kind of forced into taking this guy, and he's the next best defensive tackle in this class right now. So D'Angelo Wooden, please don't just have normal. He does have normal, but he's a 72. He's not too bad. He's most likely going to get a lot of playing time here. I forgot to talk over this, but I traded away that 3rd round draft pick. I got the Rams 3rd round draft pick next year, and then a 5th and a 6th this year. So I think that's fine value. I don't really need the 5th and the 6th this year, to be completely honest. I kind of just wanted the 3rd next year, and I'm hoping the Rams can do pretty poor. They probably won't, but a lot of the teams who were offering me their draft picks were all pretty good, so I kind of just took a random shot. Now, in the 4th round, I have a receiver who looks okay. He's actually not on the board anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and take this defensive tackle instead. 71 with normal. Rank number 38, took him at number 99. Pretty good looking player. He might start alongside that other defensive tackle we selected. I don't exactly know what I'm going to do with the D-line just yet. We have a lot of draft picks left, actually, which is kind of strange because I don't really need all of these. But I guess let's just take these 4 players, probably all in a row. Maybe I'll trade away some of those 5ths. I don't know. I'm going to start out here with this middle linebacker. He's just going to be a pretty good backup. 67 overall, normal development trait. 85 speed, 88 acceleration. Not too bad there. Now, if I can trade this draft pick away just for all stuff next year, I will certainly take that. If I get like a 4th round draft pick, there we go, for the Dolphins or the Colts. I'm going to take the Dolphins 4th round draft pick next year. And now I think I'm done trading. Let's just go ahead and select the final 3 players on the draft board. We will have a 7th round draft pick left, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. I'll just take somebody random with that one. TJ Wright is up next. 67 with normal, okay. But these next 2 players are actually going to be pretty decent. They should both be in the 70s. The punter's going to be a higher overall than the fullback, most likely. His talent's at least earlier, so he should be a higher overall. Let's go ahead and check him out. I'm going to go with the punter now. He's going to be a 72 with normal, rank number 29. 92 kick power, 80 kick accuracy, 79 speed. Okay, that guy's a beast of a punter. And then, of course, the best pick in the draft, we will be taking a fullback. This is going to be an excellent selection because he's supposed to go in the 2nd round, and we're going to land him all the way in the 6th round. Parker Coleman, 69 overall. There we go. Normal development trait, but he has 79 lead block, 82 acceleration, 79 strength, 73 trucking. That was actually a B+. It's crazy how low that is. Let's just go to the 7th round, and then, you know, we're going to take some random player. Almost no chance we get anybody above like a 65 here, but you know what? We might as well try. Here's an A- spec catch receiver. Glenn Little. Why not? 63 with normal. Obviously, not good at all. Maybe he'd be like a pretty good 3rd string tight end or something. That guy's probably just going to be released off the team at some point anyway, so honestly it didn't really matter. But I think this draft went super well. We have a new middle linebacker and potentially another linebacker if we can get Fred Warner. That would be nuts. We have a new defensive tackle and another new defensive tackle, and then a punter and a fullback. So it definitely wasn't all that bad. But let's see who the best player in this class was. Honestly, it was probably a defensive tackle. There is a 78 defensive tackle, and then a 77 defensive tackle, another one of those as well. And then a 76, a 76, and then anyone else. We have a 74. And then another 74. This guy was in the 3rd round, though. I missed this man. Okay, normal development trait, but still, that guy's a really good player. Oh, he's so strong. I don't know how I didn't see that. These defensive tackles at the top of the class are insane. Normal development trait. Please, one of them have hidden. Normal development trait. Dude, drafts are so bad this year. Normal development trait. Like, give me a hidden. Come on, man. Normal for this guy as well. Like, 1 hidden development trait guy. I mean, we got one. Okay? So I guess we got pretty fortunate. We got, like, the 1st hidden development trait player. That's so sad, though. That happens every single draft. Okay, so Fred Warner is not in free agency, but Michael Gallup is. So is Richard Sherman. Yeah, I'll take Richard Sherman for 1 year. Why not? He's an 85 overall cornerback. Why is Michael Gallup here as well? That's nuts. He might be in free agency once again then. I don't know. But anyway, the team is an 85, 87 offense, 83 defense. That defense might actually go up because I didn't move the linebacker just yet. But of course, on the offensive side, we have Devonte Adams, we have Orlando Brown, and David Njoku joining the team. I think I'm going to keep Jawan Taylor at right tackle. He's just a little bit better than Leatherwood at the moment. I don't really see the need to change them around just yet. But yeah, this offense got a ton better in that offseason. Hopefully, this side of the ball can produce a lot better. And then defensively, like I said, I need to move around. Probably Thornton to left outside linebacker. He goes up to a 78. We might as well do that. Also, I feel like outside linebackers go up in development trait more frequently than middle linebackers do. I don't know if that's still the case, but it definitely was a little while ago. But let's see if the team's any better because of that. The defense is still an 83, so I didn't really change too much. But yeah, I think this side of the ball is still pretty decent. I think they probably got a little bit better, right? We have Richard Sherman now, who we just signed like 10 seconds ago. He, joined CJ Henderson and Sidney Jones to make a pretty good cornerback core. The linebacking core is also very good. Miles Jack's up to a 90. Josh Allen and Osai can hopefully continue to develop. We have a new defensive tackle. Something Wooden. What's your first name? D'Angelo Wooden, okay, he looks pretty good as well. I don't really think he's going to do anything crazy, but he's at least like a good second defensive tackle to have. Hopefully they can at least go over like 500 this season. That's kind of what I'm shooting for. Okay, so here at week 9, the team is 6-1. 4-4 for the Titans, 6-1 as well for the Colts, and then 2-5 for the Texans. We are up to an 86, 88 overall offense. I think that said 85 overall defense then. The offense seems to be doing quite well, man. I hope they are, because we have a really good group on this side of the football. And then this linebacker has superstar development. That is amazing. Hopefully he's an X factor at the end of this season then. Okay, so this team's actually looking pretty good at the moment. They should be able to make it into the postseason, as long as the rest of the season goes well as well. Also, I can get the running back upgrade. I'll be sure to do that. James Robinson, speaking of running back, has to come back to the team. Brandon Linder, I want back. Josh Lambo is a good kicker. Josh Allen, Andrew Norwell, potentially I bring back. Well, Josh Allen for sure. Andrew Norwell, I don't know if I'm going to bring him back just yet. Gardner Minshew, definitely not. Jawan Taylor, we don't really need him either. Kind of depends on how much money we have. But I'm definitely going to get back the top portion of this list of players. We ended up with a first-round bye this season. That's really cool to see. 13-3 for the record, 9-7 for the Colts, 6-10 for the Texans and the Titans. All right, the team went absolutely off. Justin Fields, 4,264 yards, 35 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Potential MVP right there. James Robinson, 1,167 yards, 13 touchdowns. Boys, it worked. I developed a running back. I can't believe that actually happened. Receiving, Devonte Adams had 17 touchdowns, 90 catches, 1,300 yards. DJ Chark, 7 touchdowns, about 900 yards. David Njoku, almost 900 yards as well. Laviska Shenault gets 4 touchdowns. Blocking was very good. All these numbers super low there. And then defensively, 114 tackles for Myles Jack. 11 tackles for loss for Osai, but he has 15 sacks. He had a really good season. He should be up in development right then. Josh Allen, 7.5 sacks. I'll take that for sure. We have 3 picks for someone, but actually 5 for Richard Sherman, and then 3 for Myles Jack, Trayvon Moehrig, and Marcus Williams, and then 1 for Nick Thornton and Sidney Jones. Dude, this team played so well on both sides of the football. 5th in the NFL on offense. Has to be top 10 on defense as well. We are 2nd on defense in terms of yardage. Patrick Mahomes is MVP, but Justin Fields at number 4. AFC Offensive Player of the Year is Deshaun Watson. Justin Fields at number 4. Defensive Player of the Year is Patrick Queen. Myles Jack at number 5. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Patrick Capers. Nobody from the Jaguars. Actually, Parker Coleman, the fullback. Let's go. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Nick Thornton. Let's go. That's amazing. The outside linebacker. And we also have Will Butler at number 9. Let me just quickly check out best quarterback. Justin Fields at number 6. Best running back, James Robinson at number 2. Best receiver, of course, is Devonte Adams. Best D lineman, we might have Osai, but we don't. He's at number 4. Then maybe best defensive back. Actually, Richard Sherman is going to win that one. All right, so the team played incredibly well this season. We have a first-round bye. That's awesome to see. Let's advance bye and see who we have to take on in the divisional round. Okay, so we can talk to Richard Sherman. He's going to retire. We also have to take on the Chargers. Of course, his morale is going to be maximized. And then also Myles Jack is going to give extra morale to the defense, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 20 morale to the defense. There we go. Now we have to take on the Chargers. The Chargers are a good team. Justin Herbert, probably up to superstar by now. He's at least not an X factor, or if he is, he's not one of the highest on the team. But they're in 84. We are in 88. I think we can win this game. I think I've made a really good squad at the moment. Let's go ahead, advance by. I hope we're in the conference championship here. And we are. We have to take on the Ravens. We can talk to Myles Jack once more. He's going to give the team 20 more morale. There we go. And the Ravens are a very broken team in Madden, but hopefully this team's enough to take them down. They're an 86 overall. Their only X factor is Lamar Jackson. But of course, he's very good, and the rest of the team's also super good. Let's go to the Super Bowl. I think this team can make it, but the Ravens are not an easy team to take down. We will make the Super Bowl. Let me quickly check out the development trade upgrades before we simulate by this one. But Justin Fields should be up to X Factor, and he's actually not. That's really surprising to me. James Robinson is up to Superstar, though. That's really cool. I don't think anyone else in the offense is up, and then defensively, anyone up in development trade. So Osai is up. So is Marcus Williams. Both of those guys are looking real good at Superstar. Thornton's not up in development trade, but he is looking really good. He's an 87, 88 with that experience point and the morale boost. But let's go ahead and see if we can take down the Packers. I'm just going to simulate from this screen just because I'm still going to go like another year or two. So if we make it back here again, I will hop into the game. But the Packers are an 85. They are incredibly good. I don't really expect to take them down. They're one of the harder teams to play in this entire game. Let's simulate to the re-signing period. Can we win a Super Bowl? We lost the Super Bowl 38-28. That's very unfortunate. I really wanted to get Gardner Minshew a Super Bowl win. That would have been really cool. Let's talk to Richard Sherman. I guess he's going to retire. Is that what's happening? Yeah, okay. He is going to retire. That's kind of sad. He almost won a Super Bowl on his final season. Okay, well, Josh Lambo I still have to bring back to the team. He declined my contract a couple times. He wants, let's see, a better salary. Okay, fine. I'll give you a bit better of a salary. I'm already paying you a good bit for a kicker, but you're a very good kicker. So he's coming back to the team. I'll take that. Andrew Norwell still isn't too bad. I'll give him a 1-year contract if he wants this. He probably will decline, though. Actually, he's going to accept that. That's perfect. Jawan Taylor, I'm not going to bring back. I think we can replace him. If anything, we have Leatherwood, who is perfectly capable of starting at right tackle. Let's see who's in free agency, though. This might be the final season. Maybe I'll go another one after this one. I don't exactly know. But $19 million. The top free agent is Kareem Hunt, Devin Singletary, Miles Sanders, Harrison Smith. Okay, so not a super exciting free agency period. Matthew Ioannidis would be really good. Might as well give him a contract. I still want to spend some of this money, so let's go ahead. We got Matthew Ioannidis on the team. Okay, he's going to help out the defensive tackle group a little bit there. Now, of course, we have the 31st overall pick here in the first round. Let's go ahead and select probably a defensive tackle. There's still a pretty good looking D tackle left. I also have to check out the Heisman winner. He looked really good. Tremaine Black also looks incredible. If he's there with my next selection, I'll probably take him, but I highly doubt he will be. But let's just go with this defensive tackle. Mitchell Hughes, early first-round talent, probably has normal development trait, but he's going to make for at least a good number 2 D tackle, alongside Matthew Ioannidis, 75 overall, normal development trait. Kind of sad that there aren't many hidden development trait guys anymore. I hate that so much, man. The drafts in this game are so frustrating. I'm honestly just surprised I was able to get good drafts in, both of my user franchises. But also, that running back is gone. Anyone else here who I should take? Like, the scout never does a good job. We have a decent cornerback. We actually have a pretty good-looking right tackle. Late first-round talent. That's not what I expected at all. We have a couple good corners. I scouted all those cornerbacks. I'll probably go ahead and take one of those guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and take this second-round projected corner. There are 2 of them, actually. 3 of them, actually. Bobby Belton, early second-round talent, looking like the best player so far. Mid-second-round talent there. That guy's very slow. And then a mid-second round talent. Okay, I'm going to go with that top cornerback. Hopefully he's decent. Bobby Belton. Please have a good development trait. 71, but he has normal. All right, 36 was his rank, and we took him at number 63. So another good selection, but he's definitely not going to play. We might as well go with this right tackle. I mean, he's the best player available. He's a 72, and he has hidden. Okay, this is actually a really good-looking player. Doesn't have bad stats at all. I might actually start this guy at right tackle over Leatherwood, because Leatherwood only has normal, and that guy is probably going to be a higher overall than Leatherwood at the end of the season anyway, so I think that's certainly worth it. I forgot we actually have a good number of draft picks coming up, and we don't really have that many players like on the draft board who I really want. I'll go with one of these cornerbacks just to see if they have hidden development trait. Justice Lindsley, 71 with normal, another pretty good player, but again, he's not going to play. I wonder if that other cornerback is still here, and he is. All right, hold on really quickly. Anybody else down here who I'd rather have? Doesn't really seem like it. So Gerard Bouier, you're probably not good at all. 70 with normal. Certainly not bad, but he looked very slow. Yeah, 87 speed. Really good acceleration, though. All right, up next is a linebacker, George Fitzsimmons, mid-4th-round talent. Or we have Luke Roten, late 4th-round talent. Okay, we're going to go with Fitzsimmons. He's probably not going to be great. 67 overall, normal development trait. He's the final player I'm going to select. I don't really care who we get after this one. Alright, so I'm glad we were at least able to get one player with hidden development trait. Honestly, that makes any draft a success. Also, it was a tackle. Probably the rarest combination you could imagine in this game. But the best player in this entire class was a 77 overall outside linebacker, Tracy Rice. Probably normal development trait, exactly what he has. That is so sad. But let me check out this receiver. This guy won the Heisman, Raheem Dawson. He's 6'5", 75 overall, 90 speed, 92 acceleration, 82 catching. Pretty good route running ability, really good jumping as well. Another huge target there for the Lions. Now let's check out his development trait. Superstar X Factor would make this guy a glitch, like an absolute glitch. Let's see though. He has Superstar X Factor. That guy is incredibly good. Okay, so the Lions have a really good receiving core, right? Because they have Jalen Waddle, they have him, and they have Kenny Galladay, most likely, on the team still. So that's actually a gross group of receivers for whoever's the quarterback. Maybe it's still Matthew Stafford. I have no idea. All right, so this will be the team here for the next season. It's an 88 overall, 89 offense, 87 defense. We have Coleman starting at right tackle. He's really the only new acquisition to this offense. And then defensively, we have a bunch of superstars. We have one X Factor as well. Honestly, I don't really think there's a weakness to this team. Maybe the second defensive tackle. I mean, he's only a 75, but like the rest of the team is very good. I certainly think this team can make it back into the postseason again. Okay, so I actually just simulated to the end of the season because I assumed we'd be in the playoffs, but we are not. This team went 6-10. You have to be kidding me. How? Justin Fields, 29 touchdowns, 18 picks, 4,100 yards. Okay, James Robinson, 5 yards per carry, only 5 touchdowns. What is happening? Receiving-wise, Devonte Adams was very good. He had 9 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns there for Chark and Chenault. How did this team do so poorly? I really thought this was going to be the final season. The offensive line was pretty good as well. Okay. And then on the defense, we have 116 tackles for Myles Jack. We have 14 tackles for loss for Osai, Josh Allen, and Matthew Ioannidis. 11 sacks for Josh Allen leads the team. 5 for Osai as well. Interceptions, we have 3 for Marcus Williams, 2 for Morig and CJ Henderson, 1 for Joe Schobert and Paulson Adebo. Okay, so we were 19th on offense, and we were 14th on defense. I don't really think we're going to have anyone in these awards, to be honest. Mac Jones is going to win MVP on the Falcons. Okay. AFC Offensive Player of the Year is Josh Allen. Probably no one from the Jaguars. Defensive Player of the Year is TJ Watt. Nobody from the Jaguars. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Sidney Little. We do have Marquell Overton, though. No idea who that even is. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Jermaine Hall. Mitchell Hughes, though, at number 3. We have Bobby Belton as well at number 7. This was a very disappointing season. I really thought this team could easily make it back to the playoffs, but I was sadly mistaken. So the Bengals and the Buccaneers are in the Super Bowl. Let's see who's going to win. Money's on the Bengals. Joe Burrow, get yourself a Super Bowl. He will. They win 28-24. Of course, we have to bring back most likely a lot of players. I'll certainly get on that. But let's check out development trade upgrades. Anybody up on the offense? I don't believe so. Also, Coleman has star development. Probably going to have him starting again next year. I don't mind that. This offense is so good. It's a 91 overall. How did this team not make it? I still am baffled by that. And then defensively, I don't believe anyone is up in development trait. This team is still in a pretty good spot. I don't imagine they miss out on the playoffs again next year. But Myles Jack we'd need back on the team is a 95. CJ Henderson, Laviska Shenault. Those guys I want for sure. Honestly, Andrew Norwell and Trey Turner, I think I can replace. But Myles Jack, CJ Henderson, Laviska Shenault. Let's try to get back on the team. I'm probably going to have to raise all of these. Just, I was going to say, just so we make sure we get them. I'm franchise tagging Myles Jack, that's for certain. I'm not letting him hit free agency. CJ Henderson, please come back to the team. I don't have a franchise tag anymore. He wants to test out free agency. Dude, please. I need you back on the team. I 100% have to bring him back. Laviska Shenault's the most expendable out of the 3, but I still want him. He's coming back to the team. He was the only one who re-signed right away. Okay, so CJ Henderson and 2 guards. That's what I need. Honestly, just 1 guard. And then we have Alex Leatherwood, who could probably play guard. At least in Madden. I'm sure he can do that perfectly fine. We have $26 million. Okay, so we should be able to get this done. We should be able to get CJ Henderson. And then there's also just Fletcher Cox hanging out here. I want him. I want CJ Henderson. And maybe David DeCastro. I don't believe we'll be able to get all of them, though. CJ Henderson rejected? I gave him 111 points. And I'm pretty sure the next best was around 100. Oh, that is so frustrating. Okay, well, we need a cornerback really badly. I'm hoping maybe I can draft one then. Oh, the cornerbacks right now are not great. But I will land one of these guys, just to make sure we get someone on the team who can play corner. Also, I can't go after David DeCastro. I can't go after Fletcher Cox. Those guys are both gone. I wasn't able to give them a contract. I did go after Trey Turner, though, because we still do need a guard. Let's, I guess, go after him again, just more seriously here. I don't really want to spend this much money on Trey Turner, but honestly, we might as well. We need to get somebody on the offensive line, and he's definitely the best one available at the moment. I can't believe we didn't get back CJ Henderson, dude. That makes me so upset. I gave him such a big contract. Well, Trey Herndon and Trey Turner are going to join the team. Please tell me there's at least a decent cornerback in the draft. That's honestly all I'm looking for. Let's just go straight to the draft. I had auto scouting on the entire season, so hopefully the scout went ahead and scouted some cornerbacks. I mean, if not, it's not a terrible group. But CJ Henderson would have been so helpful, man. Because Sidney Jones is actually pretty good. He's an 87 overall, just losing a bit of morale there, so that's why he's an 86. But, like, he's a good corner. I can have him be the number 1. I just need somebody else, really. Hopefully we can find somebody with hidden. We should have a pretty decent draft pick as well, but let me pause the draft, see if we have to trade up. We have the 4th draft pick. We went from having the 31st to the 4th. Any good corners here? There's one decent-looking corner right there. Tevin Rosenthal, late first-round talent, though. He's really not that great. Raekwon Baker, late first-round talent as well. Ray Frey, mid-first-round talent. What a name from him. I don't believe there's, like, a really good corner in this class, though. That's so sad. Frey looks like the best one. Maybe there's a really good-looking safety. Terrence Daniels, mid-first-round talent. He could potentially play corner. What about a strong safety? JoJo Patterson, mid first round talent. Okay, I don't really think he's going to be that good. So sadly, there really aren't any good corners. This is the guy who won the Heisman as well. He looks like a really good player. He's a speed rusher. We have a really good edge rushing duo, so I don't need him. I guess let's just simulate straight to our pick. And with this one, I guess I'll go with a cornerback. Like, that's the position we need the most for sure. I just really want this guy to have hidden. He has a great name, so maybe that's enough. Ray Frey. Please have hidden development trait. He has normal. That's so depressing. He probably will still play somewhere. Maybe the third cornerback. I'm going to go ahead and go that route. So JoJo Patterson, maybe you're something decent. He actually has hidden. Okay, hang on a second. 77 zone, 61 man. He does not have good man coverage. Let's quickly check out the strong safety we have. If he has good man coverage, maybe we can move him down to cornerback. Oh, he has terrible man coverage as well. He has 64 man coverage. I don't really know if that's going to work out too well. I might just have to go into free agency then when the season begins and maybe just sign some veteran cornerback. We'll get some kind of combination of guys there in the secondary. I'll just do my best. But now in the third round, Shamir Hull just went a really bad looking quarterback. I'm going to take one more player and then probably simulate. Second round D tackle, second round cornerback, another second round D tackle, another second round D tackle, another second round D tackle. Why are there so many pretty good defensive tackles in this class? That's insane. The best player probably on the draft board is one of these defensive tackles, but honestly, I might go with a cornerback. Early second round talent, sure, I'll take him. He is normal. Just in case he had hidden, I think it would have been worth starting him in that case. Let's just go to the end of the draft, though. This draft was okay, I guess. It didn't really go too well. We got one hidden development trait player, so I guess that's good. A 6'9" overall receiver. Quincy Klein. Normal development trait. All right, so let's check out the entire draft. See if there's a better cornerback I could have selected. There probably was, just based on my luck. The best player was Brenton Pierce. The guy who won the Heisman was an 80 overall. Okay. A 69 block shed. Nice. 84 finesse moves, 83 speed, 87 acceleration. Really good looking player. The Lions got another Heisman winner. Marco Keys looks very good. Max McLean. Trent Gillespie also looks pretty good. Nice looking tight end there. Justin Sambucci. Interesting name. Okay. Any other cornerback I could have selected. So there's the guy we got. Tevin Rosenthal was a 73. Normal development trade for him. There's another 73 overall corner. Raekwon Baker. Normal development trade for him as well. So I think we got the best corner. This was just not a good cornerback class. Okay. Well, let's advance by and see what we should do here. The best corner in free agency is AJ Bouier. Okay, so I think we actually have like the best cornerback core on the team already. So honestly, I'm just going to rock with that. We're going to start the rookie. Maybe he can just ball out this season. But this is going to be the roster for this next season. They should be in the playoffs. I don't know what happened last year. I feel like that was kind of just like a fluke season. But hopefully they're back into the promised land this year. Defensively, of course, we got a little bit worse. No more CJ Henderson. I'm still very upset he did not accept that contract, but it's okay. Hopefully we can, make the defense work without him. This is the team. I don't really know how I feel about this one, but I will see you guys at the end of the season. All right, so there we go. We are in the playoffs again. 10-6 is the record. 12-4 for the Titans. 10-6 for the Texans, and then 5-11 for the Colts. Everyone aside from the Colts was insane in this division. Justin Fields, 4,300 yards, 36 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. A great season to have. James Robinson, 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns, 5 yards per carry. He's been excellent this entire rebuild. Devonte Adams has 19 touchdowns, 1,500 yards, 87 catches. DJ Chark, Laviska Shenault both did all right. Not many sacks let up. All right, the offensive line was doing super well. 103 tackles for Miles Jack is going to lead the team. We have 13 tackles for loss for Josh Allen. This edge rushing duo was excellent. Osai and Allen each with a lot of sacks, 13.5, and then 12. Interceptions, how did the rookie corner play? 3 for Marcus Williams, 2 for Morig and Bobby Belton. 1 for Josh Allen, Joe Schobert, Sidney Jones, and Trey Herndon. Was Bobby Belton the rookie? I don't believe he was. Ray Frey was the rookie. Can't believe I forgot his name. He had no interceptions, though. We were 4th this year on offense. Also, I have 10,000 coach experience. I've been spending it, too. And then 4th on defense. So the team just was really good this season. Cam Newton is on the Titans and wins MVP. Justin Fields at number 4, though. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Cam Newton. Justin Fields at number 4. Defensive Player of the Year is Cameron McGrone. Nobody from the Jaguars, but I did see something pretty interesting. We have D'Eriq King at number 10 for Offensive Player of the Year. That's awesome. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Richard Curtis. Jerry Peoples at number 3. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Ray Frey. All right. That's interesting. Best quarterback, Cam Newton. Justin Fields at number 5, best running back, Josh Jacobs. But James Robinson at number 5, best receiver, of course, is Devonte Adams. Best offensive lineman is Penei Sewell. He's up to a 97. Orlando Brown at number 6. Best defensive lineman is Joey Bosa, but Josh Allen at number 2. And then we also have Osai at number 4. Best linebacker is Von Miller. Nobody from the Jaguars. Best defensive back, Stephon Gilmore. Nobody from the Jags. Best kicker, Harrison Butker. And then Josh Lambo at number 10. Okay. So let's go ahead and spend this coach experience, I suppose. Like, it doesn't really make too much of a difference, especially now. But I'll get the quarterback upgrade. Maybe Justin Fields can just go up a ton. And then the wide receiver upgrade. Sure, why not? And then the punter upgrade, because our punter is still a stud. But we have to take on the Tennessee Titans. Let's go ahead, see if we can win this game. I forgot to check out their overall, but you know, it happens. We ended up losing that game. A very underwhelming end to a rebuild, but you know, it happens a lot. Specifically this year, I feel like it's happened a lot to me, where I just lose the final season in the first round of the playoffs. Whatever. The Super Bowl is going to be between the Bengals and the Saints. Can Joe Burrow go back-to-back? He won last year, I'm pretty sure. I think the Bengals won last year. The Saints are very good, though, regardless of who's on their team. And the winner is the Saints, 24-20. All right. So Justin Fields should certainly be up in development trait. Let's go over these as, you know, I end the video. He is not up in development trait. How? How is he not a superstar X Factor just yet? Okay, and then defensively, Josh Allen is up to Superstar X Factor. That's pretty amazing. I don't believe anyone else on this side of the ball is up. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.